even a sinner or a person who is doing a bad deed, he can also think that I'm not doing this. Divine is making me do this.
For centuries, millennia, people have been using profound wisdom as weapon.
Right.
And that's the reason you see so many fights in the world in the name of religion. What are they fighting? What are they doing? They are using the profound wisdom of their sages, of their lineages,
Exactly.
as weapon.
In the name of God.
Correct? In the name of God. They weaponize the wisdom.
True.
But what is profound wisdom? When you live it, when you become it, when nothing of you remain in you, only the wisdom remains.
Somewhere, people think Bhagwan mil jaye, I merge into the source. So what are the signs? How do I make myself capable of attaining moksha?
Two things will happen categorically. A, your sleep will start to break up on its own without any alarm at certain points in the night.
Okay.
And these points are very marked. This is science. They're marked points.
Really?
So between 2:30 and 4 o'clock, your sleep will get broken.
Let's say all these signs are happening to a person and he or she is living a normal domesticated life. Then how would it be possible for him to progress in his journey more? Because you, as yourself said, the world would make you believe that something is wrong.
I want to awaken your conviction that it's a blessing that is happening to you. It does not happen to everybody.
Yes.
First thing is conviction, right understanding of what's really going on with me. Correct? Number one. Number two, at this stage, people do a massive mistake.
Which is?
They want to run away from their responsibilities.
Hi everyone, a very warm welcome on the show, and this is your host Rangoli Sharma. Another day and I've brought to you another exclusive podcast on my English series Mystic Mind. And today I will bring you closer to Shiva and Moksha. When you're a spiritual seeker, some important question, some bigger question about your soul's journey, I'm sure you would have. Like, where did it all start? What was my first human birth like? Where did I come from? Where will I go? What is beyond death? What is moksha? So many people have different theories around moksha. Some say it is only a living moksha kind of situation. Some say that you actually merge into that source. We'll understand deeply what it is actually moksha and what are the signs that you as a soul are closer to moksha. In this particular podcast, I've talked about such deeper spiritual truths about your soul's journey. How to balance your karma, how to make sure that there is no debit, no credit of karma, and you reach to that state of balance. How do you make sure? There are some souls who have that patrata, that capability of moksha, but still they make sure to come back on the divine command of the divine master to contribute to the collective consciousness, which are these souls. So I'm sure as a spiritual seeker, you are going to get a lot of answers to life and your soul's journey's bigger questions. So let's dive deep into this particular podcast and let me take you on a journey of your soul. And for this particular podcast, a very enlightened soul has joined us again. Whenever I sit right in front of him and I ask all these questions, it feels all these divine messages coming directly through Shiva, my spiritual curiosity satisfied, and I'm sure you will also experience that. So let's welcome once again a spiritual mentor and spiritual coach, Sri Anish Ji on Speaking Tree. Gurudev, a very warm welcome on the show.
Thank you, Rangoli. So happy to be here.
We are so happy to see you again.
Yes.
And definitely our pleasure. And I'm sure, Gurudev, whenever I discuss anything with you, it's just that more than audience, I feel my spiritual curiosity is also very much satisfied. And again, I'm also so much expecting that today as well. Because I have chosen such a topic today, which I'm sure so many of the spiritual seekers in the audience, they would get the answer of the higher truths, truths about soul journey.
Wow.
So, Gurudev, I would like to start with the ultimate goal that we talk about,
Hmm.
moksha. They say that the very nature of your soul is to exist. It's not like that you are going to vanish someday. It always existed and it will always exist. And your soul only changes the forms. In some births, you might be an animal. In some births, you're a human, and then you keep reincarnating. If all this is temporary, if the soul never dies, then what is this moksha that we talk about?
Interesting. So let's understand it. Rangoli, how does this whole thing work?
Sure, Gurudev.
What you call a soul is a ansha. Ansha means a part of Ishvara. Ishvara is God, right? It's not separate from the source. It appears so.
Yeah, it appears.
It appears so that you are separate and the God is separate. But the truth is, you are an extension of the source, which is the God. It's like, let's say the God is sun, Ishvara is sun, and you are a ray of light of the same sun. Are you a different entity than the sun? Are you separate from the sun? No. You are an extension of the sun.
Yes.
That's the first truth. Second truth, the ray of the sun get disillusioned and thinks that I'm a separate self.
Absolutely.
Because it has acquired a new form. So the ray of the sun in you has acquired the form of Rangoli.
Yes.
The ray of the sun in this plant has acquired the shape and form of the plant.
Right.
Hence we get into the illusion that the soul is separate and the source, which is God, is separate. So that's the second thing.
True.
What is moksha then? If this is the truth, then what is moksha?
Exactly.
Moksha is, Rangoli, when the soul, this ray of sun, moves back into the sun. Right? So in Vedanta, the example that we give, it's a drop I've taken from the ocean. It appears that this is the ocean and I've picked up a drop from the ocean, and hence it's a separate entity. But this drop has all the gunas, the attributes of the ocean.
Right.
It's the same water.
Exactly.
Soul. What is moksha? When this drop of water gets back, merges back into the ocean. That's called moksha. When this subset, this individualized drop, loses its form, its ahankara, the ego that has taken a certain shape and form, when it loses that and merges back into the ocean, it becomes the ocean. So you again become Shiva. So you've come from Shiva as an extension of Shiva and Shakti, and you've taken this form. For many births you have taken this different forms, and a time will come when you realize this truth, that all the shapes and forms that you've taken are nothing but an extension of Shiva and Shakti.
Wow.
And then you merge back and you disappear.
We disappear?
You disappear as this form. Like this drop, when it goes back into the ocean, it merges into the ocean. It stops existing as a drop now. It is not an individuality anymore.
Okay.
It has merged back into the ocean. Now, in the ocean, can you identify your drop?
No, not at all.
It's gone.
Yes.
Correct? Is it dead? No. Where did it disappear? It has merged back. It has again become the part of the ocean, which it was earlier also, but earlier it has taken a different shape and form. You understand?
Yes.
So that's what we call moksha, when you go back into the source.
Right.
The moment you go back into the source, you stop existing as a separate entity. No more separate individualized entity. All your dukkhas, that is suffering, Rangoli, are just because you believe it deeply that you are a separate entity. All your suffering is coming from there.
Yes.
Why do we seek company? Why do you seek a partner? Why do you want to be surrounded by people?
Because somewhere you feel lonely.
Correct?
Yeah.
Why do you feel lonely? Because you believe that you are a separate entity.
Yes.
Correct? All your loneliness, all your suffering is just from this belief that this shape and this form and this attributes and this name that you have taken is separate from the source.
So Gurudev, if I practically think for us as individuals, so let's just say that one day I as Rangoli, one day you as Gurudev, one day anybody who's watching this podcast, they would vanish this form of a human,
Right.
and they would merge into that
Correct.
ultimate form.
Correct.
And that is moksha. Gurudev, following to this idea only, these days there is a term that I've very commonly heard from many people. They say that there is nothing like moksha Rangoli. And I want to clarify this with you. There is nothing like an ultimate moksha Rangoli. There is a thing called a living moksha.
Okay.
That just when you want to have this glass of water and you had this water, this is moksha. That when you live a particular life with contentment, that is moksha. When you become desireless and when you become detached, that is living moksha. But Gurudev, if we practically think, being a human, is it possible that you become desireless and detached? Because at the end of the day, desire is the reason for creation. And again, creation is your dharma. So how does one live into that state of desireless and detachment? I personally don't think that even a sant lives in that state of desirelessness or detachment. So I would love to know your take on this.
Number one, it is extremely possible to live and do actions of the world still being established in the state of desirelessness and detachment.
How?
How? You see, how do you form karma? Have you ever thought about it?
Yes.
What is karma? Karma is simply speaking an action. Correct? How do we get attached to the karmic debt? Actions we are performing, but how do we get attached and create karmic debt for us?
By some expectation, by that this would give me an outcome.
A, that.
Yeah.
B, when I believe that I am the doer of this action. If I believe right now that I am Gurudev Sri Anish and I am delivering this podcast, and this karma I am doing, the moment I think like that, I am now entangled in this karmic debt, good or bad. Karmic debt could be positive, karmic debt could be negative.
Exactly.
Right? But now I am entangled in that. But if I sit here and realize this podcast is being delivered through me, I am just sitting here making this body, this mind, this heart, this breath and this speech available to my Shiva. Now whatever Shiva wants to do through this, I'm just allowing this thing to happen. I'm not taking any credit for this.
Yeah.
Correct? Now the karma or the action is originating through me, but I'm not the doer. Correct? Can I sit here and do it like that? Can you sit there and ask question that these questions are just emerging in your consciousness?
Yes, they're emerging, right?
Right? And you're just delivering them to me.
So
It's not Rangoli's
Rangoli who's
personal.
doing- Yes. I love how coincidental it was. Yes.
It's not Rangoli's personal.
Yeah.
That, oh, look, I asked an intelligent question. Or look, I asked a stupid question. No.
Yeah, it's
It
the
is
seeker
emerging in your
inside me.
consciousness.
Yeah.
You're allowing this to emerge and delivering it through your Vani, through your speech. If you live like that, Rangoli, you're out of the karmas. If you live like that, Rangoli, you're out of the attachment to the karma, to the expectation out of the karma. If you live like that, you are out of all the desires. Now things appear in your consciousness and you do those things. They don't come from your deep desires. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, let's go to Arjuna and Krishna. Yeah?
Sure.
Arjuna said to Krishna, I don't have any desire to fight this battle.
Yeah.
From where the whole Mahabharata or Gita started. Arjuna said, look, boss, I don't want to fight this battle. Yeah, because of ABC reasons. I will not go into the details of that. Krishna says to Arjuna, Arjun, this is your dharma. At this moment, a situation has presented itself in front of you. You've not created that situation. It's presented itself to you. And you have to respond to the situation. And you have to respond to the situation as per your dharma. So it is immaterial if you desire the war or you don't desire the war. But you have to fight this battle because that's your dharma. Once Arjuna understood this, that's when he entered into Mahabharata, Kurukshetra, and fought that battle. It was not his desire. And that is when Arjuna got totally detached from the outcome of the battle. Because Krishna said, Arjun, you just go do your dharma, leave the result to me.
Yes.
Me not as God, me as destiny. Yeah. Let destiny decide what is the outcome of this.
Exactly.
But you in this moment perform right action that this situation demands from you. Now, if you live like that, you are living moksha. You are totally detached. And you are operating from the zone of desirelessness.
Yes.
Rangoli, every saint, every rishi, every sage, every enlightened being lives from that space.
Wow. But Gurudev, following this idea, there's one question that just came to me, as you said. Even a sinner or a person who is doing a bad deed, he can also think that I'm not doing this. Divine is making me do this.
For the sake of saying, the person can say that.
Yeah.
But in his or her heart, they won't feel it. Correct? You can use it as a weapon to hide your all wrongdoings. That look, I don't have desire, but I will kill you.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing, right?
Exactly.
So you are using this profound wisdom as a weapon. Every profound wisdom can be utilized as a weapon. For centuries, millennia, people have been using profound wisdom as weapon.
Right.
And that's the reason you see so many fights in the world in the name of religion. What are they fighting? What are they doing? They are using the profound wisdom of their sages, of their lineages, as weapon.
In the name of God.
Correct? In the name of God. They weaponize the wisdom.
True.
But what is profound wisdom? When you live it, when you become it, when nothing of you remain in you, only the wisdom remains.
Beautiful.
It's not you and wisdom lives together. It's only wisdom lives here now. You do not live here anymore. You've merged into the wisdom.
Great.
Once you start to live like that, you will never be able to use any profound wisdom as a weapon.
Lovely. Gurudev, following to this, what are the signs that a soul is closer to attaining moksha? What could be the sign? Anybody who is watching this podcast, I'm sure somewhere deep inside, if they're a spiritual seeker, they also have this desire. Although it's very contrary, like moksha and desire are very contrary, but somewhere, people think, Bhagwan mil jaye, I merge into the source. So what are the signs? How do I make myself capable of attaining moksha?
Correct. Very important question, Rangoli, because you see, at this stage of our spiritual practice, which is sadhana, we need milestones.
Right.
That I have covered this much is remaining, right? We need those signals because these signals will motivate us, will allow us to do course correction, etc., etc. And these signals are very clear, Rangoli. I would divide these signals into 4 categories.
4 categories, okay.
These are 4 categories that all of us have. We have body,
Yeah.
we have mind, we have speech, and we have breath. All of us have that.
Body, mind, speech, and breath. Yeah.
And you get signals in each one of these categories. That your soul is longing for moksha, or your soul wants to move towards spiritual sadhana.
Yes.
These are signs. What are the signs? Let's talk about body first.
Sure.
At the body level, Rangoli, first of all, your sleep pattern will start to shift.
Okay.
Yeah. Two things will happen categorically. A, your sleep will start to break up on its own without any alarm at certain points in the night.
Okay.
And these points are very marked. This is science. They're marked points.
Really?
So between 2:30 and 4 o'clock, your sleep will get broken.
Okay.
It could be maybe you're thirsty, maybe you have to go to the loo, maybe you've seen a dream, maybe you're feeling cold, maybe you're feeling too warm. Something will happen and your sleep will get broken between this time. Number two, with the sleep, your quantity of sleep will start to shift. Earlier, let's say you want to sleep or your body mind needs 9 hours of sleep, 8 hours. It will start to reduce itself on its own. Now your sleep quota will start to go down. Clear indication that something spiritually is calling you. Right? So sleep is the first thing to notice at the body level. Number two, at the body level, your food habits will start to change.
Okay.
Now you don't want to eat too oily food, too spicy food. Now you want to eat very light meal. Especially in the night, you want to eat light meal.
Okay.
These shift, no nutritionist will come and tell you. It will start to happen automatically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Natural process. Yeah.
Natural progression will happen. Okay. So that's the second thing at the level of body that is an indication that something is going on.
Okay.
Number three, you will start to get attracted towards some body posture / asanas.
Okay.
So out of nowhere, you will start to see that sitting like this in this closed-legged position will start to become more easy, comfortable / attractive to you.
Okay.
You see, body is changing gears. What's really going on internally, your body is changing gears. Yeah. Now you don't want to lie down and sit on the couch and watch TV. Now you want to really sit in little alert position. So body is giving you certain signals. Yeah. Basic signals at the level of body. Now come mind.
Gurudev, sorry, if before we move on to the mind, you talked about that particular time.
Correct.
Is it like some divine timing, some message that the divine is sending you at this particular time that you mentioned?
Yes.
What is it exactly?
Rangoli, at this time of the day, before the sunrise, before even the sandhya kal of the morning, we call the morning time of the dawn breaking is also the sandhya time, right? Before that time, this 2:30 to 4:30, and this shift a little bit based on the season. It's not a fixed time across the globe. It moves with the sun. Yeah, this zone moves with the movement of sun. That is the time, Rangoli, when the cosmic energies are very awake, very aligned, and there's a lot of prana flow. Now, this is the time which is a perfect combination of relaxation and alertness.
Wow. Relaxation yet alertness.
Yet alertness, right? Cosmic energies are aligned and so fresh after the deep sleep of night that the collective cosmic energies are relaxed yet alert.
Okay.
To give you an example, let's say on a certain night when you've had a good night's sleep, deep good night's sleep, you, without any alarm, you wake up at a certain point in the morning. What do you feel at that time? You've had a very good night's sleep. You've just woken up. You're very relaxed internally.
Very fresh and energized. Everything seems so clear.
Correct?
Yes.
So that is the bindu. That's the dot. That's the point.
Yes.
when your internal energies are very alert yet relaxed. Alert but not stressful. There's a relaxation in the system. So 2:30 to 4 is the time frame when cosmic energies are in that zone.
Okay.
Perfect relaxation, which is perfect silence, no movement around, and perfect alertness. Because it's so quiet, everything is so sensitive at this time, right? So divine starts to knock on your door. Because at this time, any knock on your internal door will reach your soul.
Wow.
Because after this time, the movement of the day, the aggression of the ambition, the opening of the desires will come back to you.
Right.
This is the golden time.
Wow.
And in this time, connecting to the divine, receiving the signals from the divine becomes extremely easy. And this knocking to wake you up is the first signal. So don't lose that.
Yes.
If you get this, I think this is a very, very great indication. Yeah, at the level of body.
And Gurudev, what about people who sleep at 1?
1 p.m.? 1 a.m.
1 a.m., yes. Do you really think they would also receive the sign?
Yeah, I think they do receive the sign if their time has come in different formats.
Right.
In different formats. But the problem is, Rangoli, please understand, everything in this world, this life, this cosmos is cyclical in nature. Right? There's a whole circadian rhythm working within your body and outside your body.
Absolutely.
If you break that rhythm, signals will come, but you will not be able to receive the signals. It's like signals are being broadcasted, but your radio station is not tuned to that frequency.
Exactly.
Right? So you have to make sure that your dincharya, your day is such that you're tuned to receive that frequency.
You have the space for them to, come to you. Very, very wise answer.
Exactly.
Gurudev, now moving on to mind.
Mind.
We were moving on to
Correct.
mind now. Yes.
Now, at the mind level, again, few indications will come. First indication, your need to consume entertainment content will reduce.
Okay.
And your need to consume spiritual content will increase.
Great.
Number 2, automatically your thought patterns will start to shift. Earlier you were interested in a lot of gossip, politics, economic news, etc. Now you're interested in more of anything to do with spiritual, anything to do with love, anything to do with music. Now these subjects will start to occupy more of your mind space or attention. Your thought content will start to shift. Indication at the mind level. Number 2, at the mind level, your need to have the company of people who are walking the spiritual path will increase. Now you will have the need to look for your sangha.
Yes.
Number 3, in the mind, you will start to get notifications, like you get phone's notification to do pilgrimages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some downloads, like
some
divine messages.
Some friend is talking about something, you overhear and you say, oh, I also want to go to Kashi. Correct?
I can understand.
This was not in your zone, but suddenly Kashi will start to appear in your zone, in your mind space. Ganges of Rishikesh will start to appear in your consciousness.
Wow.
While you're not researching on the subject, while you're not actively thinking about it, it will start to emerge by some conversation, some imagery, something. Correct? Shift is happening. Earlier you wanted to go to, let's say, Singapore for vacation.
Yes.
Yeah. Now you want to come to India, and if you're living outside of India, if you're living inside India, you want to go to Kashi for your vacation.
Yes.
Now every vacation, your mind will say, no, let's make it pilgrimage.
Wow.
Internal shifts are happening. And as I said, your need for sangha is increasing.
With whom you will have the satsang.
With whom you will start to have the satsang.
Yes.
Fourth thing will happen again at the mind level is what? You've heard this word vairagya, dispassion.
Yes.
Rangoli's sense of dispassion will start to emerge. Now, usual thing of the life which was the center of your life, your shopping,
Right.
your outings, those needs will start to go down.
Which excited you about life.
Will start to go down now.
Okay.
Now you want to be more quiet. Now, if you're not with your Sangha, you don't want to spend too much time in social parties.
Right.
If somebody calls you for a social party, you really don't want to go.
Because your energies don't match.
Your
Right?
energies are not aligning anymore.
Right.
So these shifts will start to happen in your mind space. Correct? So now at the breath level, Rangoli, you will notice that now your breath will start to become more subtle. Even when there is some exciting situation outside, your breath will not become too excited.
Okay.
Even if there are any kind of movement, you will notice more and more that your breath will start to flow evenly. It will not be uneven pattern of breathing.
Okay.
Right? So that at the breath level you will start to notice even pattern of the breath.
And nothing will scare you either. Like,
Nothing will scare
when
you.
something feary or scary
Correct.
comes and you suddenly you
Correct.
feel that in your breath.
Correct. So that will reduce.
Okay.
Reduction. At the mind level, another important point that you will notice, you will not become too excited if something good happens. You will not become too sad if something not good happens.
Wow, that state of balance that they talk about.
In Hindi, we use the word samata.
Ah.
In English, we call it equanimity.
Equanimity, yes.
Yeah. So you will start to live in this, let's say, this band of equanimity. Neither too excited of happiness, not too sad with any sorrow. You're somewhere in a certain central zone. Anyways, so we're talking about breath.
Yeah.
Now comes another very important element. Indications through your speech.
Speech, yes.
Rangoli, now your need to speak will reduce. Please understand, no sadhana is happening right now. Only indications are coming.
Only the signs.
Right? Signs are coming.
Yes.
Your need to speak will start to go down. You will not want to get engaged with matters of debate, with matters of proving my point.
Okay.
You will start to withdraw at the speech level. Right? Let's say three of you, your friends are sitting together and there's some subject happening. Earlier you would just jump into any subject.
Yeah, and you would just blabber and talk and talk.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now you don't want to do that. You just want to move back a little. It's a process of inwardness happening.
Right. Because Gurudev, I think somewhere you realize how important your speech as an energy is. And you don't want to waste it.
Exactly. Right. And even when you speak, Rangoli, your speech will start to become sweeter rather than paining. Many times we speak and we hurt the other based on our tonality, our pitch, etc. Now your speech will also start to become even and sweeter. People around you will complain actually. People around you will start to complain that you don't talk much. Don't you feel good with us? You get bored with us. You don't share. These things will happen. But please understand, a process of inwardness is happening. Right? These are very strong indications. But look at it carefully. Most of the time when these indications are happening, people around you will want to make you believe that you're going through midlife crisis.
Exactly.
Correct?
And that something is wrong with you.
Something is wrong with you.
These things are not normal.
Correct.
You're supposed to enjoy life.
You're supposed to just party hard all the time.
And gossip and
be outward.
Right.
See, the world expects you to be outward most of the time. But there is a spiritual process of inwardness is happening. So we label it as midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Please look at it very carefully. Whenever these signs are emerging in your life, the process of inwardness, this is exactly the time to take refuge. What does it mean? To take refuge in some ashram, some spiritual classes, some satsang, some guru, some temple, some spiritual place. Connect with nature. Go out in the wild. Be with the river, be with the ocean, be with the mountains. This is really the time when you want to take refuge either of the nature and of spiritual teachers, spiritual practices, spiritual ambience, spiritual spaces. That will start to A, nurture you, B, give you the direction, C, will tell you this is not abnormal, this is no crisis, this is an invitation, this is an awakening.
Yes.
Shiva is calling you.
Towards Shiva.
Shiva is calling you. To me, it's the greatest blessing, Rangoli. In our modern world, we look at it as a problem statement. This is the biggest blessing. Why we consider it as a problem statement? Because when this is happening, A, we don't know how to decode this. B, we don't know what to do.
Exactly.
How do we take it forward? Right. And the world makes you believe it's a problem.
Exactly.
Correct? This is the juncture in your life when you need to shift gear, change the direction, move inward, take help of the spiritual ecosystem around. And this spiritual ecosystem exists everywhere in the world. Everywhere, every country, every city has this spiritual ecosystem. And if your city does not have that, plug into internet. Now, World Wide Web, technology has enabled you to connect to spiritual ecosystems.
Exactly.
Make use of that. It's not a disease, it's not a problem.
Yes.
Give it a direction. Give it a positive, spiritual, inward direction. That's what the indication is.
It's a journey towards Shiva, as you rightly said. Shiva is calling you. Now, Gurudev, let's say all these signs are happening to a person and he or she is living a normal, domesticated life. Then how would it be possible for him to progress in his journey more? Because you, as yourself said, the world would make you believe that something is wrong with you.
Correct.
So how to make sure I stay strong in these signs that have just got to me?
So first thing, Rangoli's conviction. Why I'm talking about this? Why in this podcast we're talking about this to all our sadhak friends? Why? Because I want to make them believe it's a positive sign. It's a blessing. I want to awaken your conviction that it's a blessing that is happening to you. It does not happen to everybody.
Yes.
You're lucky at this stage in this very life, you're getting these signals. Seize them. Make use of them. The first thing is conviction. Right understanding of what's really going on with me. Correct? Number one. Number two. At this stage, people do a massive mistake.
Which is?
They want to run away from their responsibilities.
Yes, and renunciate and give up on responsibilities and give up on connections.
Exactly. Yes. And they start to become dry. They start to break their relationship, saying that this wife is not good for me, this husband is not good for me, this office is not good for me, nobody understands me, and all of that happens.
Right, that you guys are not supporting my spiritual journey.
Exactly. This is I use the word, point of breaking.
Point of breaking.
Or let's call it break point. There's a movie also by this name called Break Point. This is actually a break point. Lot of potential sadhak break their energy system at this time because your connections, your responsibilities, your energy system. It's your ecosystem. It's not something to run away from.
Exactly.
To me, it's a make point, not a break point. But most of people make that mistake. A lot of divorces would happen, a lot of breakups would happen, a lot of change of careers and jobs and all of that would happen.
Yes.
I want to caution everybody. Use this as a make point. What does that really mean? Number one, this is really the sensitive time in your life. Do not break anything. Do not break any relationship at this time. It's a time of transition. Do not break relationships. Develop inner strength to sail through. It's a time of test and time of change of direction. You have to fulfill your dharma. All your karmas you have to fulfill. You can't run away from them. Because if you run away from them, they will haunt you.
Yes.
It will come as a baggage to you
Exactly.
and it will not leave you. That's the way karma works.
Right.
It will come in some other form. You run from this relationship, you'll enter into any problematic relationship. Second problematic, do not run. Unless the situation is so that you have to run, then that's a different matter. Correct? But try and sail through. I said this is not a break point, it's a make point.
Yeah.
Add some spiritual time dimension into your life at this time. Start to read some spiritual books, watch some spiritual content, be in the presence of some guru if you can find, attend satsangs, be in your spiritual energy zone, expand your spiritual energy zone.
Or listen to such podcasts.
Or listen to such podcasts. See, because what is happening at this time, you need an extra shot of energy.
Right.
All your energies so far are consumed in your job, in your family, in your social, whatever you're engaged with. All of this is going on and there's a spiritual knocking is happening.
Exactly.
Right? You need additional boost of energy to be able to cater to that also. Where would you get an additional boost of energy? In the spiritual ecosystem.
Right. When there's somebody to guide you and tell you what's happening.
What does a guru do?
To show you the path to Shiva.
To show you the path to the Shiva and make sure you understand that this is not a problem. What is happening is. 2, give you the energy boost, Rangoli. So, you don't have to break what is existing. You live that and you start to live this also. Spirituality is the matter of joining, not breaking. So you stop running away from your responsibility or whatever else you've been doing so far. Yes, it will be a bit of a struggle period in between because something new is entering your life. It's like a couple living happily, joyfully, everything is going on, and suddenly a new life gets formed. They get a baby.
Yes.
There's a initial trouble period.
Yeah.
Few months of joyfulness, then internal trouble starts.
Right.
Lot of relationship trouble starts at the time when the baby is now occupying the space. A new entry is happening. It's something similar. A spiritual entry is happening into your life. You have to make space. You need additional energy for that. Yet make sure you don't leave what you were doing earlier. You don't break anything.
Lovely.
Right? That's how you start to balance the world of matter and the world of spiritual awakening. And once you start to balance them, Rangoli, a time can come when both these worlds merge together.
Wow.
And it becomes one world.
How beautiful.
That's how it happens.
Gurudev, some of these signs do happen to me, but I do wish after listening to such a beautiful answer that, all these signs happen to me gradually and I find the right guidance to, make space for it.
Correct.
Because,
that's important.
Yes.
That's important.
Gurudev, now that we understood moksha and now that we understood what are the signs that a soul would attain moksha, I have also heard from so many people, from so many enlightened people that Rangoli, sometimes soul is ready for moksha.
Right.
He or she has all the capabilities that God want to call them.
Correct.
But still they choose to come again.
Correct.
They choose to have that rebirth where they would serve the collective consciousness. So is it true? Is it really true
Absolutely.
that some souls do come back because they want to contribute something to the world?
Correct. So it's like, let's say a soul has fulfilled all its karmic responsibilities. It's moved into Shiva consciousness. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. But this particular soul either chooses or gets order from Shiva.
Okay.
Both things happen.
Okay.
Either chooses or gets order from Shiva.
Right.
And in most of the cases, this choosing is not really choosing. It's a divine command.
Okay. It's mostly an order.
It's mostly an order,
Yes.
but the better word is divine command.
Divine command.
Yeah, or divine inspiration, let's call it.
Right.
To come back again
Wow.
and spread the seeds of awakening far and wide. And at that moment, This soul's journey is no more an individual journey. It's Shiva working through this being. Outwardly, this being might look like a human form, carrying certain form, certain name. But inwardly, this being then does not have anything of his or her own. They don't have their own agenda anymore. It's Shiva's agenda that they serve.
And they're just serving the divine command.
You're serving the divine command.
But Gurudev, is it also possible that, sometimes this very soul who
Correct.
decided along with Shiva, they would contribute to the collective consciousness,
Correct.
they get deviated from their paths, that the Maya gets so much onto them that they forget what they had decided with Shiva. I've seen this happening with a few people, at least what I've observed.
Possible. This happens when the merging fully has not happened.
Okay.
See, awakening also, Rangoli, has multiple stages. It's not one final awakening. There are stages of that. So it is also possible that one has awakened to a certain level, but still some bit of ahama, which is sense of identity, which we call
the doer.
ego, is still preserved some bit. Yet a lot of purification has happened.
Okay.
Now, in that case, when this person, this being starts to come back to earth for the larger good, this being will come back, serve the larger purpose. But because of this minuscule sense of identity still left, could get trapped a little bit more. But please understand, at that level, Shiva is really with you.
Right.
Even if you get trapped, Shiva knows how to take you out.
The divine grace would save you.
Divine grace would save you. But it does happen sometime that this being, see, it's like no matter how pure you are, if you get into mud, some bit of mud will get stick to you.
Yes, you will get dirty.
You will get bit dirty, right? Though we all give the example of lotus in the mud pond, but some bit of that comes to you in human incarnation. Right? That is the reason it is very important that this being comes back in new incarnation to do larger good. You must start to offer everything at the feet of Shiva. If you do that, then you're protected from this ahankar or this entanglement. Right? But there are cases when that happens.
But when you go with the idea that everything that I'm doing, it's for Shiva only,
Correct.
You don't get into that mud.
Correct.
Gurudev, one thing that binds us here, is karma, as they say. Talking about karma, Gurudev, let's understand this very confusing concept that confuses me as well as a seeker. They say that any life that you get, it's a result of your past life karma. But I'm sure there must be one life, there must be one human birth, the first human birth, where you have not created any good karma or any bad karma. Then what kind of life does Shiva give you? I want to understand the beginning, and then we would talk about the patan that happens.
Though there's no answer to the beginning of one individual's human life.
There's not?
There's no answer to that. However, I can give you some subtle hints here and there, and let's see if we are able to understand this. How does this whole creation came into being? Have you ever thought about it?
Scientifically, the Big Bang happened, and
from
different theories.
Well, there are different theories.
Yeah.
But I believe and I feel, and even some of the scriptures also talk about it, and the science of sound also talks about it. There's a Hindi word called spandhana.
Spandhana, yes.
Vibration. The first vibration. Our ancient story says that in the very beginning, there was this spandan. The first vibration happened in the being of Shiva, in the consciousness of Shiva. Now you can imagine, Shiva is sitting in his deep samadhi. Nothing is moving. No cosmos exists. No world, nothing exists. Shunyata, nothingness.
Dark, complete.
Complete dark nothingness.
Yeah.
And in that nothingness, Shiva is sitting, absorbed in his eternal samadhi. In that samadhi, a spandhana, a vibration happened in the Shiva Chitta, in the consciousness of Shiva.
But Gurudev, if there is nothingness, how can there be Shiva? There is nothing.
Shiva is nothingness.
Yes.
So, for the sake of understanding, imagine Shiva as a being sitting.
Right. As we see in pictures, meditating on Kailash. Yes.
And there's
Let's
nothing.
Imagine. Yes. There's just dark and Shiva.
And Shiva.
Yeah.
For the sake of understanding, I'm using the process of duality.
Right.
That nothingness and
Shiva coexist.
Coexist, right? Although the reality is this nothingness is Shiva. But then it becomes complicated for the mind to understand.
For the logical human mind.
Right?
Yes.
In the Shiva Chitta, which is consciousness of Shiva, a spandhana, a vibration happens out of nowhere. Correct? Now you can relate with it. Some days it happens, you're just sitting, quiet, nothing is happening, no thought movement. Suddenly you will feel an inner vibration which will say, let me go out, call a friend, have a coffee. You did not think about coffee, you did not think about this friend for months together. But you were just sitting, watching the bird in your window, playing with the leaves of a tree, and this spandhana, this vibration happened in you. And in that vibration, a thought emerged in you to have a cup of coffee with a friend. Have you experienced this?
Yes.
Correct. Now correlate this with Shiva.
Yeah.
Sitting in deep samadhi, a spandhan vibration happened. And Shiva wakes up from his samadhi and start to do what we call thandava, the dance.
Cosmic dance.
The cosmic dance. The cosmic dance of creation happens.
Yes.
And this is also the cosmic dance of creativity.
Yeah.
Utpannata, new beginning. So from this, the new beginning emerged. And the whole cosmos gets created. Now, let's relate it back to a first human birth.
Yeah.
It's exactly like that. That in a Shiva Chaitanya, a spandhana happened, and out of that vibration, Rangoli as a form emerged. Or, how do I say that? Part of Shiva Chaitanya
appeared as Rangoli.
Entered into this, or took form of this being called Rangoli, part of Shiva Chaitanya.
But I did not go through the 84 lakh yonis.
I'm just saying in the very beginning.
Okay.
Right. Now this is how, for the sake of discussion, we can say that first life, human life form gets created out of Shiva Chaitanya. But modern science will just look at it as a story, as a mythology.
Exactly.
But nobody knows the truth here. That how did first life get created? These are all notions that we have created. Right? But one thing to me, at the level of experience, I realized everything emerged from a spandhana, from a vibration. Hence I've narrated this story to you. Maybe for the world it's a story. Maybe it's a mythological story. Maybe this is how our ancient rishis are trying to explain. Because such matters you can only try and explain through some little stories here and there.
Exactly, some connections.
But what is the core point here to be noticed? And the core point here, which quantum physics is also talking about, is everything starts from spandhana, a vibration. Some atoms move, create some vibration, something else gets created. How does sound get created? Pranava, Om is a pranava, right? A spandhan gets created. Out of that inner spandhana, the sound gets created. And there's a whole science about it. We could talk about it in some other podcasts. That how sounds reaches you, how sounds gets created. Where does it start from? It starts from nothingness.
Right. And Gurudev, I believe if I directly came from Shivana, to my own question, I've got this answer. That if you and I or anybody who's watching this podcast and, thinking about their first human birth, if we directly came from Shiva, how pure would we be, right? And how good would life be?
Rangoli, we're all very pure.
Yes. But I think, Gurudev, this happens like, the patan that we talk about.
Right.
Because we all, throughout our rebirths, we all create somewhere bad karma.
Correct. Please again understand, spiritually speaking, Rangoli, at the core, everybody is supremely pure.
Yes, at the core.
At the core.
Yeah.
All the negativity that we have, or all the karmic load that we've taken, is on our outer layers. It's like this cloth may be very dirty, not me. This cloth may have acquired a lot of negative stuff, not the body here. And I remove the cloth. I can any day just put this cloth for washing. Correct? Our problem is we believe that I am bad person, I am negative person. You are not. At the core, you are Shivoham. All this negative thing that we think we are is an outer covering which can be easily washed anytime. But if you believe that's what you are, there's a problem. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
If I feel that I'm this dirty cloth, there's a problem. But I feel I'm a very pure being, but somehow during the process of life, this piece of cloth that I wear has become little torn, little muddy, little dirty, some spots here and there. Okay, let me just wash it. At the core, you and I and everybody else is pure. That's the reason in every religion, every spiritual tradition of the world, we don't say anybody is bad. We say you've just acquired negative nonsense on you by way of your karma. We don't say you are the karma. We say you've acquired wrong karmas. You understand what I'm saying? But at the core, we're all very pure.
Exactly.
Let's come to that. Let's start to live our life from that space, from that level of purity.
But for that, Gurudev, we have to have that self-realization and understanding. Na? That is why a sinner does not have this realization of divinity within him or her.
I think it's a matter of making them realize.
Gurudev, to conclude today's podcast and to understand karma a little more in depth, how do I reach to that state of balanced karma? For anybody who's watching this podcast, how do I make sure that there is no debit, no credit of karma, so that I don't have to come here again? And I don't even want to live that renunciate life. I want to do it while living a normal domesticated life.
Perfect.
While I'm doing a proper 9-to-5 job, I'll have my own responsibilities, my connections, my husband, my wife, my children. How do I make sure that I reach to that state of Shivoham?
Simple. You've got to do only 3 things, Rangoli, if you want to do that. Number 1, which is first and foremost, which is easy to achieve. Don't do any karma only for self's sake. Any karma that you're doing, your job, your household responsibility, don't do it for self's sake alone. Make everybody beneficiary of that karma, at least in your mind.
Okay.
Do it easy. So which means let's not do anything from the space of I, me and myself.
Okay.
Simple. We can practice that.
Yes.
Number 2, anything that you do, can you detach yourself from the fruit of that karma?
From the outcome, as
From
Krishna
the outcome,
says.
as Krishna says.
Karma karo.
Very important. I'll tell you the problem. Any karma that you perform, you will get the fruit of that. That's the law of nature. Our problem is, we want the fruit that we want.
Specific fruit.
I'm doing this karma and I want mango for this. But there's a possibility that you do this karma and instead of mango you get an apple. But you were expecting mango, hence you're not happy with apple. That's the problem. It's like when you go to a temple, you don't ask for the prasad of your choice. You say prasad. Sometime they'll give you a banana, sometime an apple, sometime an orange, anything. Whatever you get from a temple, you take it as divine prasad.
Exactly.
Correct? This is exactly the thought that you apply in every karma. Whatever karma that you're doing, the outcome of that, Rangoli, is prasad.
Wow.
Do not choose the prasad. know it in your heart that you will get the prasad.
Such a nice analogy. It makes so much sense actually.
If you do that, you're detached, you're not entangled with the kind of prasad or the kind of fruit that you want. So suddenly your karma will start to become very pure, selfless. And the third thing that you do is you slowly practice doing the karma not from the space of I am the doer. As I said, this podcast is happening. Am I speaking here? Or I'm just allowing my Shiva to use this body, mind, breath, speech and speak whatever Shiva wants to speak, whatever Shiva wants to make sure reaches his sadhaks, his beloveds. I have no role to play here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
Can you not live your life like that? Where you're just using your body, mind mechanics to do what ought to be done. You're not the doer. You know your Shiva is doing all of that. You're not in the equation anymore. You're just present. So what am I doing right now, Rangoli? I'm just present to this conversation. I have no data here. I have no script. We don't have any script.
Exactly.
We don't know.
You're just talking.
We're just sharing what's coming to us. You're just asking what is appearing in your chetana, your consciousness. I am just sharing what's coming in my consciousness. Where is it coming from? Shiva. And then we're just allowing this to happen. We both are, in this moment, are just present to this conversation and allowing Shiva to do whatever he feels he needs to do through us.
We are speaking through Shiva and they are listening.
Shiva is speaking through us.
Shiva is speaking through us and Shiva is listening through them as well.
Exactly. तू ही बोलता है, तू ही सुनता है, तू ही अनुभव करता है और तू ही जीता है मेरे माध्यम से.
Definitely.
Right? It's all you who's enjoying this play. Right now in this form, tomorrow it will be some other form, but it's your play. Now, if you can do that, Rangoli, you are relieved from the bondage of all karma. Now you could be president of a business, president of a country. Still, no impression of karma will get attached to your being. You could be doing 1,000 things in this life, but nothing will create any impression or any attachment to you.
Right.
So it's not running away from the karma. Karma is life. It's not running away from the karma. It's removing these three things. Sense of doership. Expectation of a certain fruit. And doing all of this for I, me and myself alone. You get relieved from these three. Mukti, moksha. Living moksha. In Hindi we call it Jivana Mukta.
Yes.
You are liberated while still living in the human form. That's the magic.
Gurudev, if I concluded, I think I lived moksha throughout this podcast. I was so engaged and I felt like, these are the questions that Shiva is asking and he's the one who is answering.
Right.
So, I felt like I am a seeker who is asking questions to a rishi and getting all her spiritual curiosity satisfied. And I'm sure all my viewers felt the same. That's the magic you have within you. And I'm so happy and so grateful that all these questions came to me. And I got such beautiful and enlightened answers that enlightened me. So thank you so much, Gurudev. It was lovely.
Shiva and Shiva alone. All we can do is to be surrendered to the love and devotion of Shiva. Nothing else exists and nothing else matters.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya, Gurudev.
Thank you, Rangoli. Thank you.
So you tell me in the comment section, how did you like today's podcast? I'm sure so many questions that you had about your soul journey, you might have got a clear answer to them. Do let me know in the coming podcast which all questions and which all topics should be covered with Sri Anish Ji. I'll keep bringing you such insightful discussions on Speaking Tree. This is your host Rangoli Sharma. I'll see you in another podcast. Namaste.